Bitcoin is about to have the most bullish signal since all the way back in 2018 when we were at $3,000. Also in today's video, major trend reversal happening in the fear and greed. We're also going to cover some big news happening with the RSI on the weekly chart, a major level we've reached, latest and greatest on the MVT. On top of all of that, we've got some bearishness happening on the daily chart. Is this going to overtake us? Is that going to reverse the trend? What's happening there? And then the fan favorite, the Gaussian Channel. What's the latest and greatest? We've been inside of our quicksand for 3 months. Are we going to remain in there? Are we about to get out of it? And then the major signal that you've been waiting for. And also rounding it out with the fan favorite as well, the 3-box theory, the latest and greatest happening there and what we foresee happening in the next handful of months. All of that and more in this video. It's time for you to buckle up. If you're new here, my name is Steve, and I'm going to help you have a lot more success and a lot less stress by focusing only on the facts in the charts. We're going to jump straight in, and we're going to start here with the Fear and Greed Index. As you know, you've been watching our channel for the entire calendar year this year. We've been in a downtrend with the Fear and Greed, showing a lot of weakness forming from highs back in December to a lower high and another lower high and another lower high and another lower high, and then forming this base. And we first made groundbreaking news last week when we formed our first very higher high. All year, we haven't been able to form any higher high. We formed our very first, showing a sign of strength, showing a sign of a trend reversal happening in the markets, and we've seen price action continue to power forward. But the question remains, is that going to continue? Do we have enough bullishness to have that continue? And that's what we're going to unpack. If you've been watching our channel for a couple weeks, we had this signal happen on July 19th. So about a month ago, we turned red with the MVT. And as you know, when you turn red, it's very, very bullish. We made that very, very clear. And we were at about 30, 32, 33K when that happened. Now we're up at 47K. We also had the major bullishness happen in the weekly Stochastic RSI. We had a cross up above 20 level, and we said, look, that's very, very bullish. It's basically like if you had a fire and you poured gasoline on the fire. This is a momentum indicator. So we had a lot of momentum coming into the market. We turned bullish in the NVT, and just recently we peaked our head above this major level, which is bull/bear in the RSI on the weekly chart. So basically, if you're below this line, this white line, historically over a 10-year period, whenever you're below, you're very bearish. Whenever you're above, you're very bullish. It's very, very simple, and we just peaked our head above there. So there's some confluence coming into the market, but again, the key question is that going to remain intact, and what do we expect? Now, we showed you a sneak peek last week, and people went a little bit crazy. We got bombarded with a lot of emails, but this is a new indicator that we've worked on for months. So basically, we've been working on a handful of indicators, 5 to be exact, that will help you get closer to your financial freedom. It will help give you buy and sell alerts directly to your phone or email, and you can sit back. No more guessing, no more stress, just sit back and relax. So this is one of them, a little sneak peek, but there's some incredible buy and sell alerts with this one. This is the 21 Club, and no, you cannot send money to sign up to it now, but it's coming. We got a lot of messages from students and people who are not our students yet, cannot sign up yet, but coming soon. But again, some buy signals coming in. The last time we had a group of buy signals with this indicator was back in 2020. So a lot of confluence coming into the market. But again, let's start to unpack it pound for pound, because in the short term, on the daily chart, so what we've been showing you just recently in this video is on the weekly, this is on the daily chart. So in the short term, we're starting to show some mixed signals, meaning on price action in the short term, we are above the 200-day. This red line right here is the 200-day moving average. This is a major level that long-term traders look at for a bigger picture trend reversal happening in the market. We look for confluence with that. So we held it as resistance here. We actually broke it here. We're holding it as support right now, but we're showing mixed signals with it so far. Now, in more simple terms, basically we had a high here in price action and a higher high. And then with the RSI, we're showing the opposite. That is known as bearish divergence. So that's, again, in the short term, we could see a small price reversal, and we'll keep you up to date on that. If you would like to follow us on the Twitter, it's at CryptoCrewU, and we'll get into the next chart, which is the Gaussian Channel, the fan favorite. So if you're new here, the Gaussian Channel, and again, we don't make prediction videos on this channel. What we do is we just talk about the facts. And the facts are, this Gaussian Channel has proved to be very powerful in the 10-year history of Bitcoin. Anytime we were in an uptrend and we entered the Gaussian Channel, enter here, we remained in the Gaussian Channel and remained bearish for on average 1 year. And we don't have one data point to suggest that. We don't have two data points to suggest that. We actually have 4 data points, all full of them saying the same thing over the 10-year history of Bitcoin. When you're in an uptrend, you enter the Gaussian Channel, you remain in there for an average of 1 year. That's just a fact. That's not a prediction. So we've been in the Gaussian Channel so far for 3 months. 3 months, we entered it officially on May 16th. We've been in it for 3 months, and I hate to say it, but we're still in it. We are still in it, and I hope we can get out of it. Well, again, we're showing signs that some bullishness is coming into the market. There are some confluence starting to form together. And look, this could be the very first time that we didn't remain in here for 1 year, but we're not out of the quicksand yet. It's not time to celebrate yet. This candle closes in 2 days from now. We still have our wick inside of here, so we have to remain patient. Okay, so remain patient, and we'll have to follow up on this Gaussian channel, but in fact, we're still inside of the quicksand. Now, when you look at this signal, this is where it starts to get really exciting. So we broke it down, and again, I must say that this signal that is about to happen would be the largest thing to happen since 2018. The largest thing to happen since Bitcoin price action was all the way back here at $3,000. You know what happened after $3,000. What's about to happen in Bitcoin, which hasn't happened yet, we'll talk about in a moment, it would be the most bullish thing since then. So again, I think that this signal is standing in the way of definitely conquering 100K or surprising everybody and remaining in a bear market. Let's break it down. We'll start with price action. So price action is showing signs of strength recently. So on our candle that closed 1 day ago, this candle closed yesterday and it closed above this white line, and this white line started its trend on February 15th. So we started holding support here. This became some short-term market structure. We broke it with this big bearish candle, and then we chopped around in this zone here for quite a while, and just yesterday formed above here. So this candle is literally 13 hours old, and it's going to close in a little more than 13 days from now. What you want to look for with price action is to close as support at a level of 45,205. 45,205, you want to close as support in 2 weeks from now. That will be a very strong signal for a larger move to the upside. Now, in terms of the stochastic RSI, this is the key. The stochastic RSI on the 2-week chart is a major development. We talked about it earlier with the stochastic RSI on the 1-week chart. But the reason that the 2-week chart is more powerful, it just cuts out a lot of the false signals. So you get a more clean signal and a more powerful signal that is more predictable for the future. So if you just go back in time, the last time that we remained below this level of the 20 for this long and got this drawn out, meaning we really lost all of our momentum, was back here in 2018. Okay, and you can see that we had lost our momentum for a very long time. And then again, the key level in the stochastic RSI is this 20 level. This 20 level, you want to see Confluence above the 20 level. Now, you may say, well, Steve, we have this blue line above this 20 level. Does that mean we're there? Does that mean it's official? No, the blue line is the fast line. We also want the slow line to get above this 20 level to become official. And again, the fast line is there, the slow line needs to catch up. Give it a week or two, and then we're gonna have potentially our Confluence come into play and the official signal happen. But I must say, if we get above this level and have this officially above the 20, this could be one of the biggest things to happen in Bitcoin in several years. So if you just scroll back in history, and then we'll talk about what we believe to happen. But if you just look back in history, we had the cross. It took us quite a while to get above the 20 level. And when we did, we were right about 3,000. We went from 3,000 in the snap of a finger up to that 14,000 level, and then we had a cross down, losing our momentum, and you can see what happened to price action. And then when we cross back above, if you have the blue line on top, it's bullish. If you have the red line on top, it's bearish. It's that simple. So this is the chart that I need your eyes peeled to, because if we fail to get above this 20 level and we remain in this choppy action which we saw before, we will remain in a bear market. If we get above this level, it will be the most bullish thing to happen in multiple years, and we could see the rocket ship take place. So it just boils down to that, right? So this is something that I will definitely be keeping my eyes peeled. This is significant. I want you to pay attention to it. Over the next 1 to 2 weeks, we should have a clear-cut signal as to what is happening here. So very, very exciting. Let's get to our next chart, the 3-box theory. For those of you, if you are new, you've already subscribed, and hopefully you hit the like button. If we're feeling lucky, we can hit 100 likes on this video. 3-box theory. Bottom of the box, it's a 1.5x multiple of the previous all-time high. Top of the box, a 4x multiple. What happens every single bull market is we enter this box, everybody turns bearish, we fall all the way to the bottom of the box, we have our only red monthly candles of the entire bull run, and then it's right before our super cycle takes place. So far in 2013 this happened, and also in 2017 this happened, and so far in 2021 this has happened. And again, we'll sound like a broken record. We've been saying this for many, many months. If we continue to hold 30K with monthly candles as support, we will see an all-time high this year. If we break 30K with a close of a monthly candle, we're gonna add 6 months to a bear market. It's that simple. What's gonna be very interesting is over the coming weeks to coming months, if we continue our bullishness and we're starting to see those signs of a trend reversal come in, you're gonna see this monthly RSI test the most major level in history. And this is, again, not my opinion. None of these things that we pronounce on these videos are my opinions. These are only the facts in the charts. This white level right here on the monthly, this is a fact. Nobody can argue it. It dates all the way back to 2012 being major resistance, and then in 2013 major support. Fast forward to 2017 major support, and also January 2018 support. And as you know, if you break support, it becomes resistance. That's not my opinion. Those are just facts. So this level right here, which is 71.63, is the most significant level in the RSI, period. Full stop. That's a fact. So how are we going to react to that? Is this where we're going to see major resistance in a large pullback that will surprise everybody? Or are we going to somehow power our way through the most historic level in the RSI on our way to the most historic rise that Bitcoin has seen in years? That becomes the story. We do not have a crystal ball. And unfortunately, no matter what people tell you on the internet, nobody has a crystal ball to the answer to that question. But we will cover the facts in this channel, and we will remain level-headed, and we won't get too excited on the way up or too down on the way down. We will remain level-headed, continue to look at the facts. So things are starting to get very interesting and starting to heat up in the crypto space. A lot of developments coming in place, and we will keep you up to date. I want to show you a video that will help you significantly today. When to sell cryptocurrency, 3 simple steps. This is a video we made ages ago, but it's our most popular video. People love it. I'll link it here, and it will also be linked down below. Watch this video right now. When to sell cryptocurrency, 3 simple steps. You will love it. If you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button, join the movement. We will see you right back here on the next video. Peace and love to the fellow underdogs. Have a beautiful rest of your day.